Welcome back, lovelies, to Simply Grace. I'm Grace. Right now we are getting ready to do an October plan with me, and I am wrapping up September by printing out some memories on my Polaroid Zip, and then I'm going to place them into my bullet journal. And now let's flip through all of the month of September. I decided to try a new weekly spread the last couple weeks of September, and I really enjoy this setup. Alrighty, well let's dive into planning October. As you can see, as a little hint, on the top right corner I have a cup of apple cider. Yes, earlier this day I decided to go apple picking at an orchard about 30 minutes north of where I live, and it was so much fun! A couple days ago, when I started thinking about what to do and started drawing out things to use for this theme, I was originally going to go with corn mazes. And I really liked that idea, but then I realized that it was the exact same color scheme as what I just did in September, and I was like, I don't want to do that again. So I started looking around for some inspiration, and apple orchard was the perfect thing. Pinterest was a huge inspiration for what I'm drawing right now. I saw this really cool picture of a tree that, instead of just the regular sort of leaves you see drawn, it was a bunch of different sizes of circles. And so now you're going to see this stencil that I got from Hobby Lobby to use to make all my different sizes of circles for my leaves and apples. Originally, I thought I was going to do the leaves in your typical fall leaf colors, but after going to the apple orchard today, I saw that all the apple tree leaves were still green. Some a little bit darker, some a little bit lighter, so I'm going to be using a bunch of different shades of green using my Crayola Super Tips and my Tombow dual brush pens. Now, all my apples are going to be the same color using a gorgeous, like true red color using my Crayola Super Tips. Whew! Well, a bajillion circles and a couple episodes of Hulu later, and we are now ready for the basket of apples. I only did a couple of apples, and I used one of my stencils that I showed you from Amazon that my mother got me just a couple weeks ago. It's been super handy. Alright y'all, we're going to be brave through this together. This is my first try at ombre hand lettering, and I'm doing the top half in my darker color, and then I'm going in my bottom half with a lighter color, both in Tombow pens, and then I'm taking the blending brush and I'm just blending those edges together so there's no harsh edges, and I'm actually quite pleased with how it looked, especially for my first try. Like, whoop whoop! Expect to see more of this in the future. Now going in and doing my calendar, and I did this super cute little doodle, and my camera cut out during part of it. I was like, no! But it says, "You are the apple to my pie." It is so cute, and I love it even more because my fiance is obsessed with pie. He likes it way more than cake. He says, "The cake's a lie, try the pie." And I'm like, okay, darling. So I'm going into Pinterest, and I couldn't remember exactly how the faces on the apple and the pie looked, so I just pulled that up to give me a guide, because I cannot draw based off what's in my head. I have to see something visually in front of me in order to draw it out. When I did all this in pencil first, I did use my ruler for the lines, but now I'm just sort of free-balling it, and I think it's alright. Now if you're someone that's super particular, still feel free to use a ruler here. Kit, what you doing under there, honey? Well, my camera died, and it was already kind of late, and I wasn't wanting to wait a couple hours for my battery to charge, so the rest of the video is with my phone. I am so sorry. The page looked a little bare to me, so I just drew some apples on the side to make a little more kapow. Adding some stems, and they're done. I could not pass up this perfectly colored washi tape for the month of October, so you're going to see that quite a few times this month. Is it just me, or does anybody else have trouble writing capital M's? Because I don't know why, but I struggle really bad with writing a capital M. As I was putting in the numbers, I realized, oh, there's 31 instead of 30 days in October, so I just added an extra spot. Now I am making my mood tracker, and y'all, I'm really excited for this mood tracker. It is going to be like a big old bushel of apples, and each apple is going to be a color based off of a variety of moods I am feeling that month. Okay, coloring with one hand is a bit difficult because you don't have your other hand to like hold the page down, and so the lines are a little squiggly, but you know what, that's okay because this isn't meant to be perfect. This is meant to be something enjoyable and something that I'm going to use and enjoy looking at. If like those stripes bother you, what you can go do is while the ink is still wet, take your blending pen and just go over it with a blending pen, and that will smooth everything out. So for the month, red apples are going to be all the good feelings, the yellow apples are going to be all the bad feelings, and the green apples are going to be all those in between feelings. Last month, I don't really think I had a washi tape that I used, and this month when I saw this color and this washi tape, I was just like, oh my goodness, I gotta use it. It was from one of those big baskets in Michael's where you can get 3 washi tapes for only $1. Whew! Now for my memories and brain dump page using my Tombow Fudenosuke pen. All the supplies, as usual, will be linked down in the box below. So much frustration right here. I forgot to let the page dry before turning over, so what I did is I drew an apple over the original page, and for this page I'm putting some washi tape on the top. So, problem solved! I'm making the weekly layout now from what I started in September, and if you go onto my Pinterest board for bullet journaling in the dailies and weeklies, you will see this setup almost to a T, a little bit different. Okay, so I decided to put in front of my September cover page the ultimate fall bucket list, and I got some new watercolor brushes from Hobby Lobby on like really nice sale, like only like $2 each, and so I decided to do a watercolor page. And so I got this idea from Pinterest, and I kind of did my own taste on it because there wasn't everything on that one that I wanted to do. There's some things I wanted to do that wasn't on that original fall bucket list. So I drew it all out in pencil, and now I'm going over it in the brush pen and in my Micron pen. And then I'm going to watercolor paint.